In the annals of human innovation, few names shine as brightly as Thomas Edison. He is often celebrated as the man who brought electric light into the homes and streets of the world, a visionary inventor whose persistence and ingenuity changed the course of history. But the story of Edison's most famous creation, the incandescent light bulb, is not just a tale of triumph. It is, above all, a testament to the power of perseverance in the face of relentless failure. Born in 1847 in Milan, Ohio, Thomas Edison grew up with a restless curiosity. From a young age, he was captivated by the mysteries of science and technology. His formal schooling was brief, but his mother, a former teacher, encouraged his thirst for knowledge. Edison was an insatiable reader, teaching himself the fundamentals of chemistry, mechanics, and physics. By his teenage years, he had set up a laboratory in his family's basement, conducting experiments that often ended in unexpected explosions and clouds of smoke. Edison's inventive spirit led him to a career as a telegraph operator, where he developed an early understanding of electrical systems. It wasn't long before he began to file patents for his own inventions, ranging from improved telegraph devices to the phonograph, a machine that could record and play back sound. Yet it was the quest to create a practical electric light that would become his life's defining challenge. In the late 19th century, the world's cities were bustling centers of activity, but when the sun went down, darkness reigned. The only sources of artificial light were candles, oil lamps, or gas lights, each with its own drawbacks. They were dim, smoky, dangerous, and unreliable. The idea of harnessing electricity to produce light was irresistible to inventors and entrepreneurs alike. But the path to a workable electric light was littered with failure. Edison was not the first to attempt to invent the electric light bulb. Many before him had tried, and all had failed to create a design that was both efficient and durable enough for everyday use. The heart of the problem lay in finding the right material for the filament, the thin wire inside the bulb that would glow when electricity passed through it. Early filaments burned out quickly or required so much power that they were impractical. Undeterred by the daunting task, Edison threw himself into the search for a solution. In 1878, he established a laboratory in Menlo Park, New Jersey, a place that would become synonymous with innovation. There, he assembled a team of skilled assistants, and together they began a systematic investigation of potential filament materials. They tested everything from platinum to carbonized cardboard, from bamboo to horsehair. Each experiment was painstakingly documented. Each failure was a lesson. It is said that Edison tested over 6,000 different materials in his quest for the perfect filament. Some accounts suggest the number was closer to 1,000, but the exact figure is less important than the relentless spirit behind it. Each time a filament burned out too quickly or failed to produce enough light, Edison and his team simply moved on to the next possibility. They sourced materials from around the world, fibers from palmetto plants, cotton thread, even fishing line. Many people would have given up after a handful of failures, but not Edison. He famously remarked, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." For Edison, every failed experiment was not a defeat, but a step closer to success, a valuable piece of knowledge that narrowed the field of possibilities. The work was exhausting and often disheartening. There were moments when hope seemed to flicker as dimly as the bulbs themselves. Yet Edison's optimism and determination never waned. He kept his team motivated, urging them to see each setback as an opportunity. He believed that the key to invention was not genius, but persistence, a willingness to keep trying long after others had given up. In October 1879, after months of tireless experimentation, Edison and his team finally achieved a breakthrough. Using a filament made from carbonized bamboo, they created a bulb that could burn for over 200 hours, an astonishing leap forward. The light was bright, steady, and safe. For the first time, electric illumination was within reach for ordinary people. The invention of the practical incandescent light bulb was a monumental achievement, but it was only the beginning. Edison understood that for electric lighting to transform society, it needed a supporting infrastructure, a system of generators, wiring, and switches. He set about designing and building the world's first electrical power distribution system, lighting up entire neighborhoods and setting the stage for the electrification of modern life. Edison's journey was not without criticism. Some accused him of taking credit for the ideas of others, or of being more of a relentless marketer than a true scientist. But what cannot be denied is the sheer force of his determination. Where others saw insurmountable obstacles, Edison saw a challenge to be met with hard work and ingenuity. The legacy of Thomas Edison is not just the light bulb or the hundreds of other inventions that bear his name. It is the example he set for generations of inventors and dreamers that success is not the product of effortless genius, but of grit, perseverance, and an unwavering belief in the possibility of progress. Edison's story reminds us that failure is not the enemy of innovation, but its constant companion, a necessary step along the path to discovery. Today, when we flick a switch and light floods the room, we seldom think of the thousands of failed experiments, the long nights at Menlo Park, or the tireless inventor who refused to give up. But the light that Edison brought to the world was not just electrical. It was the illumination of the human spirit, the triumph of perseverance over adversity. In every glowing bulb, there is a lesson for us all, that the path to greatness is paved with failure, and that true success belongs to those who dare to keep trying, no matter how many times they fall short. Edison's story is a beacon for all who strive to create, to innovate, to make the world a better place. It is a reminder that greatness is not measured by how many times we succeed, but by how many times we are willing to begin again. And so the next time you find yourself facing a setback, remember the thousands of times Thomas Edison failed before he finally succeeded. And let that light guide you forward.